than 30 degrees with AB. With the help of dividers, mark 7 equal parts of any suitable length on line AC and mark them by points 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash and 7 dash. Join point 7 dash with point B of the line AB and draw lines parallel to 7 dash B, cutting the line AB at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 respectively. Now observe the line AB has been divided into 7 equal parts. It was easy, isn't it? Now let's understand how to draw a perpendicular line to another line AB from a given point P which is not on line AB. Using compass, let's draw an arc of radius say R1 from point P which cuts the line AB at points X and Y. Now taking X and Y as centers and some radius R2, draw arcs cutting each other at point Q above line AB. Let's join points Q and P and extend that line till it cuts line AB. What do you see? Since triangles PXY and QXY are isosceles and their base is common, the line PQ must be perpendicular to line AB. That was also easy, isn't it? Now let's crack something tough. For that, we will divide a right angle CAB in 3 equal parts. Let's take A as center and with an arbitrary radius R, draw an arc to cut the sides AC and AB at points P and Q respectively. Then with P and Q as centers, draw arcs to cut the arc PQ at M and N respectively. Now join AM and extend it till it is long enough. Similarly, join line AN and extend it long enough. Their intersection points with outer arcs are M dash and N dash. So this is how we have created lines AMM dash and ANN dash that divide the angle CAB into 3 equal parts. If you measure them, then they will be 30 degrees each. So friends, in this session we learned how to divide a line in equal parts, how to draw a perpendicular line to a line and divide an angle in equal parts. Now that we have seen all the tools of engineering drawing, it's time to understand the drawing techniques. Let's start with drawing scales. Drawing scales allow us to draw any object to the required size on the paper. For small objects, for example a mobile phone, the drawing of the prototype can be drawn to the same size as the original, that is 1:1 on the drawing paper. Such drawings are known as full-size drawings. However, generally the prototype is either too large, for example the Eiffel Tower, or too small, for example a microscale motor, and we will have to scale down or scale up the dimensions of the prototype in order to represent it on the drawing paper. The representative factor RF is a ratio of drawing dimension to the actual dimension of the object. If RF is greater than 1, then the drawing is enlarged, and if it is less than 1, then the drawing is a reduced view of the same object. So we are all set to move on for preparing our drawing paper. We have to put together layout on a paper including margin, border and other entities. The engineering drawings may also contain letters used for dimensioning, writing instructions, notes, titles, labels, etc. The term used for engineering drawing text is lettering. Next element is line. Lines are the predominant and the fundamental drawing element in every drawing. Various types of lines are used to represent different entities, like visible lines are used for drawing outlines of visible edges and surface lines which represent the objects. These are drawn in bold, dark and continuous lines. Hidden lines are shown with medium thick lines consisting of short dashes and are used to represent invisible edges and surface boundaries. Center lines are thin lines drawn with alternate long dashes and dots and are used for representing symmetrical objects. Then there are dimension lines, extension lines and cutting plane lines. Well, now it's time to give exact dimensions to our drawings. Dimensioning plays very important role while drawing. There are many types of dimensioning such as horizontal dimensioning, vertical dimensioning, aligned dimensioning, chain or continuous dimensioning, parallel dimensioning, diameter dimensioning for circles, radius dimensioning for arcs, angular dimensioning for angles. And that's it. So with this, we have covered all necessary fundamentals of engineering drawing and graphics. Feel free to rewind and revise as you need, and of course, happy drawing.
Sheet sizes. The preferred sizes of the drawing sheets recommended by the Bureau of Indian Standards (BIS) are given below as per SP 46 2003. The layout of the drawing on a drawing sheet should be done in such a manner as to make it reading easy and speedy. The figure shows an A1 size sheet layout. All dimensions are in millimeter. Margin. Margin is provided in the drawing sheet by drawing margin lines. Prints are trimmed along these lines. After trimming, the prints would be of the recommended trimmed sizes of the trimmed sheets. Border lines. Clear working space is obtained by drawing border lines as shown in the figure. More space is kept on the left hand side for the purpose of filing or binding if necessary. When prints are to be preserved or stored in a cabinet without filing, equal space may be provided on all sides. Borders and frames. SP 46 2003 recommends the borders of 20 mm width for the sheet sizes A0 and A1 and 10 mm for the sizes A2, A3, A4 and A5. The frame shows the clear space available for the drawing purpose. Orientation mark. 4 centering marks are drawn as shown in the figure to facilitate positioning of the drawing for the reproduction purpose. The orientation mark will coincide with one of centering marks which can be used for the orientation of drawing sheet on the drawing board. Grid reference system, zone system. The grid reference system is drawn on the sheet to permit easy location on the drawings such as details, alterations or additions. The rectangle of grid along the length should be referred by numerals 1, 2, 3, so on, etc. and along the width by the capital letters A, B, C, D, etc. as shown in the figure. Title block. Space for the title block must be provided in the bottom right hand corner of the drawing sheet as shown in the figure. The size of the title block as recommended by the BIS is 185 mm into 65 mm for all designations of the drawing sheets. The figure shows the simplest type of a title block. All title blocks should contain at least the particulars as shown in the table. List of parts or the bill of materials. When drawings of a number of constituent parts of an object are drawn in a single drawing sheet, a list of these parts should be placed above or beside the title block in a tabular form. It should provide the following minimum particulars for each part: part number, name or description, number of, that is quantity required, material, and sometimes stock size of raw material, and remarks. Folding marks. Folding marks are made in the drawing sheet. They are helpful in folding of prints in proper and easy manner.
We have seen various parameters of engineering graphics using the Cognifront software's video. GTU have taken very great initiative to get the animations and clear the parameters in these videos. Now we will see what kind of projections we can use. We can use perspective projections, multi-view projections, isometric projections, oblique projections. Now, as we have discussed earlier, that various sort of projections have various effect on a engineering drawing. In the previous part, we have seen the multi-view projections of a spaceship. We have seen the top view of a spaceship and specifications of it, as well as we have seen the isometric projection of a spaceship, which includes the colored technical specification in the 3-dimension views. Now, in the next part of the lecture, we will see that what kind of perspective projections and what kind of oblique projections can be made and what is the use of the same. Now, for this lecture, we have seen various sort of technical drawings. We have seen the chart of the technical drawing, what is the use of the technical drawing, as well as we have seen the various type of line, as well as we have seen the various videos which is created by the Cognifront software, and the Cognifront have collaborated with the GTU for the great initiative of the students. For this lecture, this is Arpan Pandit signing off. Thank you very much.